Well, good morning, good afternoon, and of course, good evening, traders from across the globe. Welcome to my 2699th edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar. Good evening, traders. This video coming at you on a Thursday night for trading Friday, Jan 26th, 2024. Before we get started, please remember that this is an extremely risky game, trading anything at all. Cryptocurrency, stocks, commodities, options, it's all risky. Make sure you know this. Put your stops in and put them in when? I'll tell you when, kids, because you answered the question correctly last night. Dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of you wrote back, and all of you got the answer correct. Well, one of them said D. He wanted to see if I would show up at his house. I thank you for that. But the answer to the question was C. We absolutely place our protective stops first, whether they are buy stops or sell stops. They go in first, then we enter into the long short position. And you Omniacs have been listening. Many of you got it right. Thank you so much. Let's move on. Emini S&P Daily Bar. I've been showing you this chart every day because this is the one that's working, and this is the one we've been able to trade off of or get signals from. So again, we'll follow up, put in a top, came down, hit the bottom of the channel actually, put in what we call a double top, and then had its reaction. Right, double top reaction, there it is. Then we get back into the bull channel and we talk about back in the saddle. Let's go. We're going to get long, and boom, it does go up. And then we get another couple of up days where when it did go up, it broke above the double top, right? No more double top. Then we run into what I call an Oscarism called a swing day. And that swing day was yesterday. Today, speaking Thursday, we reacted to the Oscarism style known as a swing day, as I mentioned in last night's video. The idea was to wait for a rally, get short, let it come down, get out, and get out of the market's way. We did just that. It didn't amount to a lot of points, but we were able to sell short. It came down, we got out, and we got out of the market's way. What we have now is a green Omni for trading on Friday. The Omni says, get right back into it. Don't be afraid. Buy the dips in Emini S&P. And okay, Omni, I will do it. When Omni says jump, I ask how high, and then I jump that high. Omni says get long on dips. We will get long on dips. I've got a trade set up at livewithoscar.com right now. And then there was this. We talked about a possible signal in crude oil. Let's put that in and see where that signal lies now. Crude oil. Remember in last night's video I said for you crude traders who've been asking about a trade, sit tight. What we have is a hovering around the 200 bar moving average, and just sit tight. Let the market tell us what to do. If it settles above the 200 bar, then great signal for buying. Well, it settled above the 200 bar moving average. So this bar did not exist, right? It wasn't there. And neither was this one. This is a little bit of tonight's trading, Thursday night. So right here is where we were in last night's video. And I said, look, now just sit tight and let it get above the 200 or let it fail at the 200. Either way, you get your signal. So now we add in what happened Thursday. It's above. Now, before you run out and just get long, kids, let me explain how this works. You need a minimum of 2, I prefer 3 closes above that 200 before you get the signal. Why? Because 1 close is not enough. Look down here. It went down below. It closed one day. Next day it was back up. So 1 close doesn't do it. Don't just run in and buy yet. You've got to get at least 1 more close on Friday above the 200 bar moving average, and then you've got your signal. So I wanted to show that to you. Be patient, traders. Professionalism really, really pays off. Patience, patience, patience. Let it come your way. So wait for the signal, see what you get. And then we've got something that you guys don't really look at, I'm sure, but I used to be a broker in this pit, and you got to look at this. This has been a silent monster that no one speaks about all year, even since last year. Look at cocoa. Oh my God. Look at this crazy cocoa chart. It has just been phenomenal. I mean, phenomenal with every now and then a pullback. Every now and then a pullback, just a phenomenal market. Well, it looks like it's running into a little trouble up here. When you get grand volatility like this, as opposed to these little bars, and you're hitting the top of a channel, it's not quite even a tight channel, by the way. I just dropped it in there to make it look pretty. When you get the high volatility like this, sometimes that means you are going to change direction and you're topping out. So if you are a cocoa trader, or if you are just a nut that wants to get involved in cocoa, pull up the daily chart and take a look at what you're seeing here. The silent monster. Look at that cocoa chart. My goodness, what a chart. All right, so then there was Tesla. I gave out targets a month ago to Sabid, and I showed it to him in a live seminar, and I showed it in my videos, and I gave targets of 212, 200, 192. We were up here somewhere when I gave out those targets. All targets have been hit. Bingo, bingo, bingo. Went all the way down to here. Want to see how low this went? This went at, oh, let me undo that. We just lost our bars. This went as low as, check this guy out. Let me just grab some crosshairs. We went as low as 180.06. 180.06. It crashed through my 192 target. So there is a reason for this. Again, as I mentioned, I absolutely love the whole idea behind Elon Musk and his inventions and the great things he's doing for the world. And he really is a modern day inventor, and we get to see him in our lifetimes. Not a history book. Before our eyes, love the guy. That doesn't stop this problem from happening. Hybrid is the wave of the future. EV has been overdone and has shown us to be the incorrect path. Imagine being stuck in the snow in the middle of this country and nowhere to go in your EV. EV is not the way to go right away. We've never done anything to our infrastructure to improve it, to get ready for all this EV. So we have to go with hybrid first and let the EV work its way in over the next 10 years. Rebuild the infrastructure, then offer some sort of a big tax credit to switch over to EV, not force it the way they tried to. It has shown to be incorrect, and it is not the path. Well, this is a straightforward EV company, Tesla. It doesn't make gas-powered cars. The gas-powered company cars that have turned to making EVs and now can make hybrids are going to do very well in the next few years. Sorry about the Tesla call. It is what it is. Love the brand, love the guy, love the inventions. Do not love the fact that the chart has been telling me it's going to drop, and it has dropped, and the fundamental is telling me the same. Then we've got this. Traders, you want a gift? I'm going to give you a gift right now. Check this out. Palo Alto. A lot of you have written to me in the last few days, Oscar, in YouTube comments, what about Palo Alto? And I've been waiting for a specific moment, and the moment is here. Now, I have shown this to you in 2 different webinars. I've shown this to you in several videos. Many of you who know me know the way I use Palo Alto and the way I make these calls. It's been phenomenal, right? Now, look at this orange average, and look at how well Wall Street uses it. The only time it didn't work perfectly, it got a little fuzzy here. Barring that, look how far you can go back. It just works perfectly. I mean, it's amazing. It just works and works and works. All right. Well, here we are, top day. Guess where we are on settlement on Thursday? Right at the average. What's your signal? Await the signal. If it holds and closes above, you've got your signal. It appears on this chart, you only seem to need 1 hold above, and it seems to be enough. I don't want to tell you to jump in after 1 hold. 2 is best. 3 is great. But this chart seems to work really, really well if it gets above or below this average. We are at it. Palo Alto. Now, I've got a buy signal in the Emini S&P. I'm not saying I've got one in Palo Alto, but I do in Emini S&P, and we are right at that juncture. So, keep your eyes on this, OMNIacs. I hope this helps you. You don't have to react at all on Friday. Friday gives you your signal. Monday, you get to go with it. I hope that helps. That's Pan W. Take a look at it for yourselves, and then come join me at livewithoscar.com. Except for this, OMNIacs are in town. I've got my OMNIacs here already, and I will not be in my trading room on Friday and Monday, but you can always find me. I'm always there, and I put out those videos. Take a look at the charts. I'll be watching the markets, and I hope to see you all at livewithoscar.com. Please like and share these videos if you don't mind. And then remember, stop sore in. Emotions are out. Rock and roll, traders. Thank you for tuning in. Please make sure you like and share and subscribe to these videos, and I will see you all at livewithoscar.com.